Well, you have certainly risen through the rank. Good for you.
I wonder if I should try coming back tomorrow?
The corner looks dusty. How embarrassing.
Seamus, wasn't it? The Viscount's boy?
You're here rather often, Sirrah Hawk. A good influence, I think. Even by not taking sides, you helped start something. I still accept no blame for defending Kunari. And I don't miss the kinship of the people who oppose what I believe.
The Arashok asked for me. I think they're a headache, but so are many people.
And you've already treated them with more grace than most. Mere existence should not be an offense, no matter how they challenge the Chantry. Not when some of their ideas are so compelling. Another time, when things are better. I hope you can help my father, Sirrah Hawk. The Kunari don't need to be his enemy.
I wish the guards weren't so illiterate. I had a report come in this morning that was nothing but I've 14 different reports to rewrite.
Fine day, Sirrah.
That... do it.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sirrah.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the Captain of the Guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
You had to know cleaning up this mess would be difficult.
It's not the challenge, it's the unending part. And really, I blame you. You poured money into a pot that was already full. Everything has shifted. Good job validating the fears of every anti-Ferelden and Kirkwall.
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
You guard the guardsmen?
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
Grouse all you want, but the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right.
Hope the day's treating you well, Sarah.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Monsieur. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
I was called to the keep on important business, Bowden.
Yes, I was hoping to catch you before you arrived. There's a gentleman waiting at the mansion. He insists on seeing you. He says his name is Dougal. Your mother thought it wise, I tell you, Monsieur.
I paid Dougal years ago. Why would he be back now?
He wouldn't tell me, I'm afraid. He refused to come back another day, even after I told him repeatedly that I didn't know when you would return. It doesn't really seem like the most reputable sort, I'm afraid, even for a dwarf.
You left him alone in the mansion with Mother?
My boy Sandal is with her. But, you make a good point. I'll run back right away. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandal's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bowden.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the Deep Roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your business. Don't forget about your guest. Your mother claims he was eyeing the silverware.
Did you see a couple of children causing a racket here? No?
Good day.
So much work to do.
You've settled in nicely.
It's been hard work to get here.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
I'm listening, Aveline. What's the trouble?
A thorn in my side, inventing trouble and scaring people. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable. Why can't he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
Seems like it should be easy to prove.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean it. There's no sense to that. Can't be.
I seem to recall he had some good leads.
Then you won't mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can. Thanks, Hawk. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
Why, hello again. Lovely home you have here. And may I say your mother makes for delightful company?
Another visitor. We've moved up in the world, Mother.
Evidently so.
My apologies, Sarah. Your daughter and I simply have a bit of business to conclude.
I'll leave you two alone then. Be careful.
Darling woman. A shame that she spends so much time here alone.
Just what are you saying?
Allow me to get right to the point. I know all this came from Deep Road's treasure. I know you repaid me, but I think I deserve a larger share of your fortune. Fair's fair, right?
We took all the risks, and I paid you back.
You did, but is it fair that I only doubled my money while you got all... Give me another, 100 sovereigns, and I'll go away. If you don't, I'll make things unpleasant. Simple enough, no?
What do you mean by that?
Well, let's see. I think people would like to know... I know he betrayed you, but nobody else does. Your partner disappears, and you end up rich?
There hasn't been a single question.
Yet. Help me out, and my friends in the Carta will make sure the evidence I have never sees the light of day.
There's no evidence.
Does it have to be real? How much do you want your new friend, the Viscount, to know about your past? Not much, I'll wager.
And what's going to keep you from coming back for more?
Have it your way, Hawk. We'll be seeing each other again, I'm sure.
Ah, this statue. Wait, where did I get this statue? And his manifesto. This thing turns up everywhere. Fenris said Daenerys left this at the mansion. The complete people's laws of Kirkwall. A friendly reminder from Aveline. Isabella. Who carves that into a stairwell?
I like the doggy. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff.
Looks like they're having a nice chat. Maybe Sandal picked up some Mabari speak from our time at the Hero of Ferelden's camp.
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. I do hope you've been upfront with me about really owning it. I don't want to be at the mercy. It's nice to be here, though. To feel like an Amel again.
I'm going to make the name Hawke one to be proud of.
I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that. I just wish we could all be together as a... But I can't spend the rest of my life mourning Bethany and Carver. They're gone. I guess I just need to start picking you out a suitable husband. I've been wondering if I shouldn't I'm sure the last thing you need is your mother watching over your shoulder every time you... But perhaps there is still life once your children have outgrown you.
You've been through a lot.
Thank you, love. No one could ever replace your... But it is refreshing to think I could still be caught. Seneschal Bran has a son about your age.
If you need any enchantments, I'm sure my boy would be happy to.
Enchantments!
That's Mother's room. I shouldn't intrude. Handprints? Was someone swinging on a chandelier? Nice view. I see the Arenbergs have made up. Didn't I see this crest hanging somewhere in the Viscount's keep? Isabella seemed disappointed that she didn't find anything worth gossiping about. I think I'll let Sandal empty that. Poor Prince. I told him to stay off the bed. I see Varric's taken it upon himself to add certain embellishments to my journal. Dog. Well, maybe chew marks add character to the piece. By the dread wolf! Why is my house always such a mess when people are here? It's clean sometimes, I swear.
I knew it.
It turns out we'll need to do this the hard way, Hawk. I'll get the money you owe me if I have to tear your mansion apart brick by brick.
So you thought an ambush would get you what you want?
I considered going after your mother, but I prefer the direct approach. Boys, let's make this quick. I want to be in that mansion within the hour.
On your...
Don't come running to me next time you pick up one of these diseases.
Isn't that the point of magic?
I don't want to know.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
Don't tell me these things.
Sweetheart, I'm not letting anyone. The Knight Commander is out of control. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
Is that making it hard?
In the Fade, there is no time. Emotion rules everything. Justice doesn't know how to sit idle until the... And I can't say I have any greater patience. fear what my anger has made of my friend.
You chose to merge with him. Only you can make it work.
I am trying. I have not attacked the Templars openly. I've helped the mages here as best I can. Just being with me puts you at risk. The Knight Commander has declared supporting apostates a hanging offense. Everything I've done to control this. I don't care. I would drown us in blood to keep you safe.
I don't want to see you lose yourself.
How much is left if you strip both those? I'm sorry. There will be more violence. I know that. If you tie yourself to me, I'll only hurt you. It's better that...
What are we gonna do now?
Do you have a coin to spare, Messer? My children are starving. Thank you.
Bianca is a very pretty name.
I'll tell you. Said so, Daisy.
She can't actually hear you, can she?
Of course she can. What kind of question is that?
Wait, are we talking about your crossbow or something else now?
To arms! Now you go! Don't like dark tan? Die and make room.
Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Don't like dark tan? Die and make room.
Take what...
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Three years. There's still no sign of Daenerys. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Denarius killed him. Either way, if Denarius is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but... Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
You don't know who you...
If I once had another name or a family, but again, this is not your concern.
We can talk...
I doubt it, but enough. You have...
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble. Let me ask you something, Hawk. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
No plans yet. I'm simply trying to look out for my mother.
After everything that happened with Bethany, that's probably good thinking. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
Kirkwall needs me.
If nothing else, you give this town respectability, my friend. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started?
I swear. It's a sign from Blessed One. Women are harlots. Steal my life essence.
Seems like a lot of work.
Need to put someone to sleep. I'm your man. Need a little special something. For that special someone.
Set.
you step on something sharp, Fenris?
Isabella! Are you talking about the flush on my cheeks? It must be the whiskey. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
The search for this thing has consumed...
I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
Do I get a kiss from the feisty temptress when I present her with the hard-won prize?
If you want. I'll even let you choose where I plant it.
What? You think I'm made of coin?
Anyone knows Karen? Has he done anything wrong? So I hear you've been visiting the Viscount's gardens, Daisy.
Oh, they're enormous. People go to see them. I thought all those men looked a bit cross.
Forgive me, your...
I'm desperately trying to stay away. But the giggling, the perfume, and those revealing dresses.
Done.
Maker, give me strength.
Follow my lead!
So I hear you've been visiting the Viscount's gardens, Daisy.
Oh, they're enormous. And they're always empty.
Probably because they're private and surrounded by guards.
I thought all those men looked a bit cross.
I'm sorry.
To arms!
Come here, you...
That... do it.
I'm desperately trying to stay away.
I thought it would end here. That young lady, Hawk, she decimated Flint Company. No survivors. Yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
Hawk? We were just talking about you.
Saying good things, I hope.
Hawk asked diplomatically.
You know, I hate it when you do that.
Hawk muttered in an angry aside to the dwarf. If, you two have a moment, I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
Tell me about this family.
Lord Harriman used to be a good man, but he became rather strange in his dotage. He died some years back. His daughter took over the family, Lady Johanne Harriman. They say she's become quite reclusive of late.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Money? Power? It's hard to say. Lady Harriman was always jealous of my family for being royalty when hers were mere nobility. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
Is there any peaceful way to resolve this?
If you treat the Harrimans like those mercenaries, you could start a war. Go carefully, Sebastian.
I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
If I'm standing beside you, that should make her think twice.
Again, your interest in my plight humbles me. If you like, I can travel with you until you confront Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me here in the Chantry.
I cannot fault Sebastian for wanting to know why an old ally would turn against... But I fear he's too Please, go with him. Sebastian need not take their punishment into his own hands. What is the Chantry's stance on the Kunari? Would it help anything for us to get involved? Or is it more likely to... If the Kunari act against us, otherwise, we guard ourselves best by waiting.
How long have you been?
I became a lay sister here when I was only a girl. Eventually, the Divine herself appointed me Grand Cleric of Kirkwall.
You knew...
I dedicated your mother into the... Your grandmother was a very proper lady, but she was beside us. And your mother put a fist in my eye.
Are you intending to stay neutral about
The Maker's time is not men's time. We do... The Chantry is not a domineering father with the whip. She is a gentle mother, who knows her children learn best when...
So, this is where you live. Not bad. I preferred the old place. It had, more charm.
You don't like my new house?
The house is fine, I suppose. But Lowtown... The smell of tar, and the sea, and the sound of some whore plying her trade in a back alley. Oh. Don't you miss that?
You can get your thrills in Hightown.
Oh. And where would that be?
I can show you what I have in mind.
That was... Thank you. I should go. I wouldn't want to take advantage of your... hospitality.
I like it when you take advantage.
It was fun, wasn't it? Wait. You're not thinking of bringing feelings into this, are you?
What about...
Love's not for everyone. It's not for me. It's just... messy.
I'm sorry.
Why? Did you know I was once married? When I was freed, I swore I would never marry again.
I can't imagine.
I was hit. He saw me with my mother at the market in Lemerin and decided he had... My mother gave me away for a goat and a handful of gold coins. She didn't even haggle over the bitch.
Your marriage was loveless. And...
Oh, I've been in love. He foolishly asked for my hand. It broke his heart. Destroyed him. He was better off. I saved him a lot of trouble in the long run.
How were you free?
My husband took an assassin's blade to... And before you start jumping to I did thank him profusely, however. Ah, Zevran. He was an artist.
You're not afraid of being hurt?
No, Now, if you're done trying to confuse the issue...
Your hound is a mark of nobility and... I have heard that gaining a Mabari's loyalty is considered the ultimate proof of character there. The dog cares nothing for worldly power. The Maker would like to see us learn.
Don't let it go to your head.
Ah, you've returned. Nothing new to report, I'm afraid.
You should really post some guards outside your estate, considering the trouble you get into.
Your armor is very shiny, Sebastian. Doesn't that make you an easier target?
The light of the Maker is my armor, Meryl. I am not afraid.
Maybe you could ask him to make his light less shiny? Then you wouldn't need as much armor.
Oh, there's been so much trouble in Kirkwall of late.
Not much to see here.
Good day. I hear silk underthings for men are quite popular in your age.
We need 4 more dwarven ales. Go on up, sir. They're waiting. Mistress Hawk, what can we do for you today? Of course.
Well, fancy meeting you here. Just, here
Mistress
for a
Hall,
drink.
what do you
myself.
have today?
Welcome, monsieur.
Do you think Lucine will hire one of those oxen?
Lucine would hire the maker if he returned.
Are you an Andrastian?
If I say no, will you attempt to convert me?
Many elves believe in the Maker. I ask only because I wonder if your experiences soured your faith.
My faith was never strong. It's difficult for a slave to have faith in someone who abandoned them.
The Maker didn't enslave you, Ferris.
He didn't help me much either.
And yet you stand here free. Perhaps he helped you more than you think.
If your city was stolen, why didn't you just call the guards?
I'm afraid the matter can't be handled by guards.
Aveline could help you. She's very good at making thieves give things back. I think it's because she's so tall.
This is beyond even Aveline's power, I'm sorry to say.
Are you sure? Have you seen her hit people?
So much work to do.
Good day.
Just keeping...
Good day to you, dear mother.
Hey, adventurer! Come replace.
Were you ever dedicated in the faith of the Chantry?
I have no memory of my childhood. Denarius had no desire to teach his slaves anything that made them think they're worthy beings.
I'm sorry. I can't imagine how difficult your life has been.
No, you can't.
Whether you were taught it or not, the Maker has room at his side for every soul, even yours.
So many mages insist on running away from the sun. Where do they think they're...
Many
the Knight
more of us
Commander
have been
found
given
Grace
the right
and the
in
other
recent
Starkhaven mages. They're still in quarantine.
Orc, the new scion of the Amel family. Congratulations. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Is there anything I can help?
Oh, you're kind to offer, but after what happened with Tirani 3 years ago, the Knight Commander has closed ranks. Our own men undergo weekly questioning, and she's eliminated all work with outsiders. It's hard to keep recruitment up enough to maintain our numbers.
I keep hearing about...
I'm afraid she's become more reclusive since you came to... These last 3 years, especially, she's been very suspicious of outside influences. I almost wonder if some...
I can't keep delirium on the docks. Maybe dump it in the sea?
Please do not bother recruits.
You lied to me, but we caught these apostates anyway.
Why are we not leading force against the heathens?
I've been loyal to the Order. The Knight Commander doesn't make it easy.
It is a great honor to serve the Order and the Knight
I hear the Kunari are kidnapping mages and doing peculiar things to them. Mark my words.
How long do we have to wait on our Lyrian?
Hello, Emmerich. Aveline says you need my help again.
I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Ninette, Marin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
Is this man in hiding?
No, I know where Dupuis is. When I became convinced of his guilt, I went to the city guard and the guards raided his mansion and found nothing. Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation. But she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help.
Were you the only person investigating these murders?
Yes, unfortunately. The Templar Order believes this is a matter for the city guard. And the city guard, well, they rejected my evidence and dismissed the murders as isolated incidents. They don't care either. Women are dying out there, and no one's doing anything.
What have you learned about Gascard Dupuis?
He's a reclusive nobleman who's rarely seen outside his estate in Hightown. He knew 2 of the murdered women and made inquiries about the others. It cannot be a coincidence.
It should be investigated at least.
Thank you. I faced nothing but ridicule. To hear someone say that is encouraging.
What do you need me to do?
I knew I could count on you. You'll need to go to Gascard Dupuis' estate after nightfall. Please figure out what Dupuis is hiding. If he's innocent, find evidence to prove me wrong. It's just that simple.
They got Grace and the others. Brought them back here.
only a moment's head start. Where else could we end up? It's even worse here than I thought. Decimus was right. We should have died before something.
Why do so many mages insist on
Be careful! Let's finish this!
The enchantments are all of mine. Moderate quality, as you will see.
Welcome back to Souls, my friend. You're looking well. My store is much... If you're interested in hunting down more ingredients, I can make other creations. And of course, I'll pay you for your...
Sure. Just let me know what you need.
Perfect. I have a list of ingredients right here.
I heard Sir Ulrich place the order for me to be made tranquil. My past of my harrowing, he can't.
The Maker didn't free me.
I see you've been thinking about what I said.
I freed myself. If the Maker did anything, he watched. Why should I thank him for that?
Is it so hard to believe the Maker cares for you? Maybe he gave you the chance to escape.
It doesn't feel like the Maker cares for me, or anyone.
We all make our own choices to do good as well as evil. That is our doing, not the Maker's.
Perhaps. It's been a long time to give it any thought.
It's not too late to start.
How many slaves died in these foundries, I wonder?
browse my wares? The profits help Ferelden refugees, here and at home. Feel free to browse my wares. The profits help Ferelden refugees, here and at home.
You know, Fenris, as a brother in the Chantry, I'm allowed to hear confessions.
Why would you tell me this?
I know Daenerys made you do things. I thought you might be more comfortable talking to a friend. You should know. A murder committed under duress is a sin on the one who ordered it, not the one whose hands carried out the deed.
Have I not spoken enough of my past? Does everyone in Kirkwall wish to hear every sordid detail?
Sometimes it's painful to speak, but it's the only way the wound can be masked.
So you're moving up in the world? Got some coin to share with your favorite uncle? So you're moving up in the world? Got some coin?
You know, when I return to Starkhaven, you're welcome to come with me.
And do what, exactly?
You're a fine warrior. If you could train men to fight like you do, we'd be unstoppable.
I'm no leader. I doubt humans would want me training them.
Then why not train elves? I bet there's plenty who would admire all...
Looks like a fight!
Shooting is useless.
I was hoping you'd come. You did so much for my Fainriel already, but... I visited him among the people, but he turned me away. I know the demons still plague him. And now they've taken him. 2 days ago, Fainriel went into a nightmare and hasn't returned.
He can't be woken up.
The Keeper says he is near death. His lips still fog a mirror, but that is all.
Surely there are mages who can pursue...
I have contacted Keeper Marathari, but it requires someone Fainreal trusts to enter the Fade to free him.
This is hardly my area of expertise, but is there anything I can do?
Marathari is coming to perform the ritual that will bring Fainreal back. His childhood things here will help anchor him.
The Fade is a place for mages, not for people like you and I.
The Keeper will delve into the ancient magics to protect this half-breed. She wouldn't do so for me.
I've already called for the Keeper. We need to begin the ritual as quickly as possible. Would you like to stay here or return when she arrives?
I've got a few things to finish first.
Yes, I suggest you settle your affairs. Once you are in the Fade, the only way to emerge is with my son.